Hi, everyone. This is Jane Taff the Sage, and
Deanna Vestal, your career catalyst.
with the
The
Lipstick
Lipstick
Leadership
Leadership
Legacy
Legacy Podcast.
Podcast. Hey, you guys, it is our first episode. What's up, y'all?
Hey now, hey.
We are so excited to be here, and you're probably wondering what we are all about. The Lipstick Leadership Legacy podcast is hosted by two sassy, intelligent, tell it like it is women in the Sacramento, California area. We will dish about culture, women in leadership, current events, and any other juicy topics that affect the leadership experience, right, Deanna?
That's right.
Our goal is to inform, entertain, and evoke curiosity, inspiring you to have provocative conversations in the workplace, among your friends, and with your loved ones. We are so glad you are tuning in via podcast. But did you know we have a YouTube channel? Oh, yeah. You can check us out, see our faces, experience those bloopers as we experience them ourselves, and subscribe so you can keep up with us. So, Deanna, what kind of juicy stuff are we going to talk about in episode one?
I'm so excited about today because we are going to talk about who we are, why we wanted to create this juicy platform, and what we hope to accomplish with our listeners.
I really love that. Now, usually we'll have all kinds of guests and sponsors coming up as we progress through our journey. But you know what? We are sponsoring our own podcast today, aren't we? So why
Yes,
don't
we
you go
are.
ahead and tell us about the CPD group? Tell us about your company.
My pleasure. The CPD group was developed from my own experiences to offer executive coaching services. And we are now a group, a firm of other professionals who collaborate to provide and invest in the future of leadership by helping business leaders assess and create dynamic training and recruitment models. So if you are ready to create or adopt a dynamic leadership program, visit our website at cpdonline.net or contact us at 916-883-1273. That's 916-883-1CPD for a personal discussion.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. You guys need to contact Deanna. The thing about descriptions is you just can't get the real flavor of how someone really helps you until you talk to them. So I encourage you to reach out to Deanna if you have any needs as far as your employment development. All right. So what's next, Deanna?
I'm really excited to find out a little bit more about who you are, Jane, to share with the world what your services are all about with Taff Enterprises.
Absolutely. Thank you. And really, this episode is going to be all about getting to know Jane and Deanna, right? Because we're not crazy. Well, a little bit, but we want you to get to know our brand of crazy so you can join in on the fun. Um, I am really somebody who is so interested in developing myself. I walked into the personal development journey like most people. Really, it was about something happened to me. I needed to fix it. And I decided I was going to get on this journey that I later discovered was called personal development. Taff Enterprises was created to really share what I learned that helped me. And so I realized I was hanging around a bunch of people who had small businesses. And after sharing my experience in working through my own issues, understanding myself in order to apply that to business endeavors, it became really that coaching side that I discovered was my forte. So yeah, yeah.
Wow. Why? And so, what would make you actually move from that world as a result or as a response to what you needed and decide to create a podcast with you?
Well, I met this amazing person, Deanna, and I just really, how you resonate with people,
Mm.
and you just feel like if we don't do a something, it's just not going to be right in the world. And that's really the other thing. Plus, I like to talk. I got a lot to say. I'm not the sage for nothing. Um, and I really wanted to have a platform to have honest discussions with other women, and I like it to be in discussion format. And so I was looking for an amazing co-host to bring all kinds of juicy conversation to the forefront. And you happen to vibe with me in that way.
So true, Jane. We have had incredible conversations that really uncovered the truth, the vulnerability about the career experience and specifically communication and leadership. So I completely, I just get so excited when I think about how some of our experiences will be shared with the general public. What do you hope to accomplish with our community?
Well, with our community, really, I wanted to give women like us, because that's who you naturally gravitate toward when you are like someone. So our experience has been women in leadership. Maybe you are a strong personality, and people have been calling you the B word, bossy. And and you want to know that there are other women out here like you. Or here's the flip side of that. How about a community of women who you can be vulnerable with? That is so important to us, because we find that even as we navigate the world with a mask of we're the boss and we know exactly what we're doing, or we're the expert, oftentimes we can't turn to anybody with confidence and say, you know what, today is not a good day and I don't feel like the boss. I feel like I need a pat on the back and a nap, right? And so, really, with our community, it's one, to affirm and to give people safe space to be vulnerable. Yeah. So, all right, Deanna, you interviewed me. Let's get to you. All right. Tell us about Deanna and how you formed the CPD group.
You know, Jane, I also had a personal experience where my bossy was turning into other B words, like behaving badly, and
Oh,
not quite put my finger on why I was experiencing so much accomplishment in the workplace, and yet my personal and professional relationships were blowing up. And I decided to engage or commit to self-discovery, because at the end of the day, I realized the common denominator with all my problems in the workforce were me. And in that experience, my entire philosophy, my business approach changed. And I realized other people um, are like me, are using accomplishments and to-do lists to measure success, and had not quite tapped into this beautiful world of self-discovery. And that honestly is where career path development was born, for dynamic executives and A-list go-getters to take a beat back from accomplishment and decide that they were willing to learn a little bit more about what motivates us intrinsically and how to apply that to feeling better throughout the day.
absolutely. There is nothing like accomplishment that seems empty, isn't it? Right? At the end of the day, if you could be as accomplished as they come, but if you long for a relationship, or it seems like, what we call leaving dead bodies behind, it becomes empty, it becomes vain, a vain
Absolutely.
pursuit. And I definitely understand your feeling there. That is awesome. So, how about the platform? Why, when we were talking about creating a podcast, why did you get excited?
Well, some of it is exactly what you said. We have a kismet, a situationship where we jump on any call that we have and in person and just start riffing about that transition or the transcendence between activities and projects, and move into the feelings, the motivating factors, and the experiences that are very are left less discussed, less explored. And when I come out of a discussion with you, I feel empowered. I feel ready to embrace what I'm feeling, and how then that makes my other relationships and other conversations just seem so more fulfilling. And I wanted to share that with other leaders like us who might be ready to do the same.
Absolutely. I have another girlfriend who um, used to do her podcast in the beginning, and she would say, you know what? If this is only good for me and my partner, that's all it needs to be good for. And of course, because we never navigate this world alone, other women started resonating with their messages. And hopefully in the future, we can bring them on as interview guests and have that same dynamic. But I'm with you. And it's that feeling of no longer being alone. No longer being alone with some of your crazy thoughts or observations in the world, right? All right.
Absolutely.
And finally, what do you want to accomplish with our community?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. Starting with the two of us, I hope to build our community, others of us who say, me too, and more so, me now. People who are ready to address what is wrong in society and in relationships, but who are also really ready to address the other side. Like, here's the thing, and explore ways to approach or develop approaches that get to the heart of our truth and grow together.
Yeah, we're not here just to dish. We're here to actually get to some how-tos and other practical things. And our framework is fun.
Yes, I love that. I'm so glad you brought that up because there's plenty to dish about. And
Yeah.
that's why lipstick is the header of our Lipstick Leadership and Legacy podcast, because we are so fun and we do have a lot to offer in the world of dish.
Yes, absolutely. And I would love, if we have any lipstick sponsors out there, please equip us with different colored lipstick, because I'm just saying, I've been living with this color for a few years because mama thinks that this is the best color for her. But I'm open to other colors that we can publicize for anybody out there. Just saying. All
Just
right.
saying, I second that.
You know who you are. You know who you
You
are
know who
out
you
there.
are. That's right. And no competition. You know, I love Mary Kay. I have my personal Mary Kay provider, but I also love Arbonne products. And so if you are a distributor or a representative of multiple, or, there's no competition here. Bring one, bring all. If
Yeah.
you've got a color palette, we'd like to check you out.
Yes, and what's fun about this is we do want to support a small business, a direct salesperson. If you want to support us, we want to support you. And stay away from the big dogs, because the big dogs will make their money. We want to support individuals who are maybe making their own lipsticks, not just selling them, but maybe making them. I love working with creative people. So yes, we are open to you, girl. Come on out.
Come on out.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Taff Enterprises. Taff Enterprises is a leadership and communication and personal development training company that works with corporate leaders and small business owners. If you're ready to understand yourself, work with your staff and others more effectively, let's work together to define who you are, work in your strengths, and that's really important to me because everybody can point out weaknesses, and work with others in harmony, creating better results. Text Jane Taff, JANETAFF, to 64600. That is to my easy card, and you will have an easy way to find out all about me. You can even get on my schedule if you text Jane Taff to 64600. All right, Deanna, we are chucking along here in our in our program. Let's talk about what else our audience can expect from our shows. Let's talk about the different segments that we'll want to create and expand upon. Tell us a little bit about the ones we have planned already.
Yes, my pleasure. So it's tea time is that sipping tea opportunity with guests, thought leaders, and community leaders, business leaders, and everyday folks who just are willing to share their experiences in the workforce and in their personal lives. We have Hey Girl Hey, which are our shout outs and hashtags. You can already imagine what all we want to shout out on the fashion side and on the feminism side, but we also have opportunities to share with you about neurolinguistics and the behavior, biology of beliefs, and the relationship models. And then we have, oh, did you know? Where we can provide to you resources from our exclusive book of business and other fun things that might help make your life a little easier along the way.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And by the way, it's tea time. It could be spilling the tea too. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We sure do.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and some of our guests have some really juicy areas of expertise. Not only will it be helpful, it will help you explore who you are in a deeper sense, just like you brought out to us about neurolinguistics and just understanding who you are on so many different levels. Because I think the more we know, the more we grow, and the better we behave toward people in the world, right?
Yes.
And for both you and I, that is really the ultimate goal, that we equip people to behave better. And behaving better around other people, let me tell you, gets you paid. It gets you
It does.
paid, whether you're a small business owner or a manager in the middle or an executive at the top. It gets you paid because now you know how to work with people effectively. And so those are some of the segments that you can expect from our show. And also, we are planning on doing events and programs and masterminds for our community because, of course, we can't cover everything in a 30-minute a week show. We have other things that we want to discuss with you. We want to go deeper. We want to go deeper with the information. We want to equip you more. We want to talk more about those books that we recommend, not just throw it out there in the wind, but to say, how do you apply that? Should we tell them? We
Yes.
are planning retreats. Okay, who wants to get away, especially now? You just want to
I
go
do.
anywhere, right?
Ready. Yes.
um,
Safely.
Before this was happening, I had 3 international trips that I was going to take this year. 2020 messed me up because
Tell
I
me.
had to cancel a trip to China, Japan, and Paris. So I was kind of
Mm,
mad when March
mm.
happened and then all of a sudden it was November. You know what I mean?
I know
So
what you mean.
so we are planning fun retreats, not only fun, but also informative and reinvigorating for our community members. All right, check this out. We are coming down to the end of our introductory episode. How are you feeling, Deanna?
Yay! I'm excited. I feel soulful. I feel a breeze coming on. And I'm
Yeah, I do too. I really love that we are here to invite people to this space. We're here to talk real talk. That was the one of the names we had considered, just real talk. As if you're sitting across the table from with your girlfriend, whether it be at happy hour or coffee. We're here to engage in real talk with each other and hopefully with you. So we do expect and encourage you to engage with us. If you are seeing this on YouTube, comment below. We want to see those comments. We want to
yes.
feel how this is hitting you. And what you want us to talk about, because we are open to however and whatever you want to say. And we will incorporate that in future shows, and we will work really hard at communicating back to anybody who comments on our YouTube channel. All right, we are going to continue this juicy introduction of Deanna and myself in the coming weeks. We are looking forward to more Lipstick Leadership Legacy podcast programs. And what are some final thoughts, Deanna? Any final thoughts you have?
Absolutely. I am super excited about building a brand new community here, and I hope that you all will continue to join us for fun, frivolity, and all the sassiness you can handle.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for tuning into the Lipstick Leadership
Legacy
podcast. This is Jane Taff the Sage and
Deanna Vestal, your career catalyst.
May your lipstick stay fresh and your attitude stay sassy. See you next time.
Bye.